Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Today I am going to give you some more. I believe these are all main events. I don't know about the Alves Sabatini. I saw it listed under Tapology as a main event, but I've seen it elsewhere as a prelim. So I don't know, but I'm giving you three more fights from Vegas 19. I'm doing it live and I'm bringing on a special guest. I'm going to pop him up here right now. Accompanying me with this will be Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics. Welcome, Vlad, the Bulgarian Cowboy.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. One and only Bulgarian Cowboy.
That's right. I love having you on my show. So I know you have work to do tonight, so I'm going to get right into this. We don't have much time, okay? I'm going to tilt my board so you can see the... Can you see this fight?
Yeah, I do. Alves versus Sabatini.
Okay, perfect. So that's where we're going to start with that. Nora, did you take my marker already? All right. Bear with me. What happened to it, Nora? Oh, here it is. Okay. So we have this featherweight fight between Rafael Alves and Pat Sabatini. Alves comes in. Careful, Nora. I'm trying. So they can see this, the board. I'll move it back when I'm done. We got Rafael Alves, the Turn. That's his name. He is fighting out of MMA Masters out of Miami, Florida, and he has a record of 19-9. He's the favorite here at minus 180. I got these odds off of Bet Online just recently. He's taking on Pat Sabatini. Pat Sabatini comes in as the underdog, plus 155. He has a professional fighting record of 13 wins and 3 losses. The over-under is set at 1.5 rounds. Bookies think it's going to go over that, minus 210. If you think it's going to be under that, you're getting paid well at plus 170 odds. Pat Sabatini's fighting out of Renzo Gracie in Philadelphia, and also he has a camp called MPR Endurance MMA, and that's also in Pennsylvania. So here we go. I'm going to start with Pat Sabatini, since he is the underdog here. I do believe both these guys. Is this debuts for both these guys?
No, yes. Alves competed in the Contender Series under the contract, while Pat Sabatini comes from CFFC, I guess.
That's right. So these are both debutantes to the UFC. Okay, taking Sabatini, we've got DFS by the numbers. Brady from DFS by the numbers. He's thinking Sabatini by submission. His last fight was a armbar submission, a win against a guy named Jesse Stern, and that was in that regional. What is it called? His
CFFC 92-91. CFFC.
CFFC. What country is that out of? Do you know?
It's Eastern-based promotion, as much as I know. It's like Matt Bassett came from that promotion. I interviewed Matt Bassett, and he's from New York or Connecticut, I believe. So Parker Porter competed there. Fumi Nakuta competed there also.
Okay, so it's regional U.S. somewhere.
Yeah, it's regional U.S. I believe it's Northeast, I guess.
Okay. Then we also have Manpreet. That's lock of the night. He's one of the odds.com handicappers. He's saying TKO for Sabatini in the 3rd round. Okay, that's then we got another odds.com capper. His name is MMA Prediction Guru. Not to be confused with the UK one with the winter hat. It's not that guy. This is the American Prediction Guru. He's saying submission round 2 for Sabatini. Then to wrap up this, I've got Robbie from Raw MMA News. Robbie is a capper from Ireland, from Dublin. Robbie is also taking Sabatini. So that's everybody except for you, Vlad. It looks so far, everybody's taking the underdog, which is kind of crazy. The plus money underdog at plus 155. So what's your take on this fight here between Rafael, the Turn, Alves, and Pat Sabatini?
Well, I'm gonna tell you one technical thing about these two guys. These guys know what are they talking about because Pat Sabatini has all the power of this world. Pat Sabatini has good ground game. So to me, it makes sense, when you fight against a guy with a fabulous ground game, when you fight against a guy with a so dominant rear naked choke, that's outstanding. That's really, really outstanding. But look at the other side. I mean, Rafael Alves. He also has rear naked choke wins. He also says guillotine choke wins. I mean, he also has same types of winning, And on the other side, I assume they picked Rafael. They didn't pick Rafael Alves because of his previous score. But let's just look at this. It's never easy to win Titan FC bouts. You know that I interviewed a guy from Titan FC right now, Olivier Murat. He is a Titan FC champion. He explained me that in Titan FC that many people are coming along the way, and they ink UFC contracts. And considering the fact that Rafael Alves choked out Alejandro Flores at the White Contender Series, it means we are talking about a very, very serious opponent. But let me look at the streak. We got a 5-fight win streak for Rafael Alves, while on the side of Pat Sabatini, we got some really, really big names. I mean, he's only on a 2-fight win streak, but let's look at this. He was losing to Jose Mariscal. He was losing to Robert Watley, which is not shame. They're good fighters, but he holds notable victories over Tony Gravely. So let's be honest. He is a very, very harsh fighter, Everybody are picking the underdog. My primary pick for this fight was plus 1.5, but you say that I have to pick one guy, and this is going to be a hell of a barn burner. I think odds are insane, man. Honestly, I think odds are insane. This to me like a 50-50 fight. I picked Pat Sabatini in my early predictions. I'm going to stick to this, but I'm very unsure of the pick.
Okay, I'm going to add a note. I learned, I think it was from Manpreet Lock of the Night. He noticed that those 9 losses, 6 of them were from submission and 3 were from knockout. He's never lost. He's never been to decision, I don't think. I don't know if he has any wins in decision, but all his losses were beef. So that's why it's set at 1.5 rather than 2.5, I think, because that guy Alves is known to not be able to make the distance. So that's just that's a note to take in. 6 of those 9 losses, submission. The other 3, but he got knocked out. So yeah, I'm going with. Look, Nor, a full capper consensus. Tell them what that is, Nor. Tell the people what a full capper consensus is. A full capper. Not me, the people. Look in the screen. There you go, right there.
A full capper consensus, but I have big capper.
All the handicappers.
Pick one team or one person.
Yep, and in this case, everybody is taking Pat. He doesn't have a nickname. Pat Sabatini from Philly, Penzo Gracie. I like it, and that's why I'm also backing that pick. I'm not going to go against the cappers this time. I'm taking Pat Sabatini. I think I'm going to go with the submission. Since that guy been submitted 6 out of his 9 losses, Alves, I think Sabatini might be able to get the submission win. So there you have that. Okay, moving on. Next we got, can you see that up there?
Yep.
We've got Nassourdine, the Russian sniper, Imavov. They call him the Russian sniper, but he's fighting out of France, out of the MMA factory in France.
Yeah, he's coached by Fernando Lopez. So when you're coached by Fernando Lopez, it speaks a lot about you. I mean, I had an interview with that guy, and believe me, that guy is always pushing over the limit. Not to the limit, pushing over the limit. That's his trademark.
Oh. Okay, and he's taking on, I'm sorry about that. I wrote this really fast because we're short on time. He's taking on Megatron, Phil Hawes. Phil Hawes comes in with a record of 9-2. He is the favorite here, -128 over the Russian sniper Nassourdine Imavov. Now, the MMA factory in France, I think that's where Chep Congo and before he came to the States, Francis Ngannou, he was the MMA factory in France.
Veronica Macedo.
Right. So it's a good school. I mean, it's a good training facility. Phil Hawes, his place is called Hard Knocks 365. That's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I didn't really look at if there's any notable fighters that come out of there. I didn't have the time. But here we go. Nassourdine Imavov is coming off a unanimous decision win against Jordan Williams. And Phil Hawes, he's coming off a TKO win over Jacob Malkoun. All right. I like this fight. This is a good one. Taking Nassourdine Imavov, we got Robbie from Raw MMA News, straight out of Dublin. And then we have MMA Prediction Guru. I guess in the chat I just read he's also doing a live show right now. Great. I got to compete against that. I'm just playing. But yeah, he's doing a live show too, I guess. So that's where all the viewers are. That's why I only got 3 people. They're all watching Prediction Guru. That's fine. And then we got
I'm gonna turn it on my cell phone. We're gonna have 4.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Then we've got Brady from DFS by the Numbers. Oh, stop. Prediction Guru, he's saying submission, round 2. Okay. Then we got Brady from DFS by the Numbers. He
just
thinks,
to great pay-per-view Diesel. Just to great pay-per-view Diesel. Just greet in pay-per-view Diesel. He's writing comments. Just in. Go for it, please.
Brady from DFS by the Numbers. He thinks Nassourdine Imavov by a knockout. But we do have a contrarian pick. We've got taking Phil Hawes, Man Preach from Lock of the Night. He's got Phil Hawes winning. He said 2 things. He said first round KO, but if it's not the first round KO, he had written decision. If you watch all the links are in the description, but if you watch his thing, it'll say decision, but he verbally says first round knockout. So whatever, that's what it is. So there's 4 of the 5 cappers. Let's see what the 5th capper has to say on Nassourdine Imavov versus Phil Hawes. What you got, Cowboy?
Well, I will be honest. I'm pretty much standing next to Imavov in this fight, but I am very, very, very much sure about Imavov in this fight because let's take a look at Phil Hawes. I'll just try to be brief. I mean, he stopped Jacob Malkoun. Fine, that's great. He defeated Kajimura Beshtaev. That's great. But these are stoppages. What's going to happen against Nassourdine Imavov? I interviewed Jordan Williams a while ago, and I know that Jordan Williams stopped Gregory Rodriguez before that. But he said me about Nassourdine, oh man, that guy doesn't want to go down. I just don't get it. That guy doesn't want to go down, man. Since that Julian Marquez head kick loss, this guy is different, man. He competed at Bellator. He competed at Brescia, but he is different, right? In a 5-fight win streak. But there is a big problem here. Nassourdine is a sniper, man, and Phil Hawes is good in trading inside the pocket. Majority of his knockouts happened inside the pocket. When it comes to Nassourdine, it's not gonna be easy to get close to him, man. I mean, they don't call him Mr. Sniper for nothing. Let's be honest, 6'3". I mean, first of all, it's not gonna be easy. Then number 2, he's riding on I think 6-fight win streak, and yeah, at RSFC he defeated Jonathan Meunier via ground and pound, and it was also a technical shot. He dropped his opponent after I believe it was a long range strike. It was also a long range strike. Plus, you got a guy Nassourdine Imavov who has pretty much good takedown stuffing, And also, when you're coached by Fernand Lopez is the guy always go over the limit, So Nassourdine Imavov's will to fight will never drop. If you watch his fight against Jordan Williams, that you've seen that his mentality wasn't going down, And he's not a guy who's going to get fatigued easily. So I want to say that I'm pretty much sticking. I'm not gonna say sure about Imavov, but I think Imavov should be a greater favorite in this fight.
Yeah, I don't know. He right now, yeah, he definitely right now he's the underdog. He's at plus 108. I think he should be the favorite. I think it should be like minus 115 for Imavov, but people are high on Phil Hawes because he had that knockout of Jacob Malkoun. And that's, I don't know. He's violent in the first round. That first round, Phil has he? I don't think he's ever gone past. He doesn't go past the first round much, has he? I didn't check his. Does he have any decision victories? Phil Hawes?
As much as I know, no, I don't see it. I haven't seen Nassourdine Imavov. I forgot. Nassourdine Imavov is way better in later rounds. Nassourdine Imavov is a slow starter. On the other side, Phil Hawes is a fast starter. If the fight is not ended in round one,
he does. We have question mark. I don't know how he is in later rounds because he never makes it there. He's always usually knocking people out early.
Yeah, Nassourdine is good. About Phil, I don't know, but I believe Nassourdine's stamina is out of this world.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking Nassourdine Imavov. I'm taking you. So your pick is also Imavov.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you. I like the plus money here, and I think Imavov is better. Like definitely his cardio. Phil Hawes, I don't know how good he is if it goes past the first round. First round, like Manfred said, he could get that knockout, but no, I don't see it happening against Nassourdine Imavov. So I'm taking Imavov, and I know it's boring, but I think it's gonna happen decision.
Imavov is a sniper for a good reason, man.
Or because Phil Hawes, I think he does his two losses. I don't even know. Do you know how he lost do you have that up on your screen? How was his record?
He lost to Julian Marquez via head kick in round 2. He lost to Luis Taylor via guillotine choke in round 2. He also lost to Andrew Sanchez at UF 23. He lost via decision. So here's the point: the guy is not good in later rounds. He'll get out quickly.
You think he'll get knocked out?
Yes.
You think he's gonna get knocked out? Yeah, you know what? Imavov within distance. I'll put it that way, within distance. Inside the distance.
I would say Imavov.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be a plus number anyway because he's the underdog. So, but that's going to be my method. Just within this, finish him TKO within the distance. It might go past 1.5 rounds though. So I'm not going to bet that. I'm just going to put him in a parlay. For real, I'm not going to individually bet it. I'm not that confident. Get out of there. Okay. Finally, moving on, we've got this main card event. We've got the featherweight fight between Darrick Minner and Charles Boston Strong Rosa. Darrick Minner comes in with 25-11 record. I don't like double-digit losses. I don't like that. That's why he's probably the underdog at plus 155. There we go. You should have told me. Move the thing. Okay, so Darrick Minner, underdog at plus 155, and he's taking on Charles Rosa, 13-4 as a professional. Favorite at minus 180. I think that's a little wide, but this is going to be an exciting fight, I think. Darrick Minner's coming off a guillotine submission win over TJ Laramie. And Charles Rosa, he's coming off a win against Kevin Aguilar. I didn't write down method of victory for that, but I did write down he's coming off a win against Kevin Aguilar. So
the decision win.
It was a decision? Okay. Was that a UFC fight? Yeah.
Yeah, it was UFC on ESPNI versus Calvido.
Okay. All right. So Darrick Minner, he's trains out of Disorderly Conduct. That's in Omaha, Nebraska. Notable fighter that comes out of there is Anthony Lionheart Smith. Okay, Charles Rosa, he fights out of American Top Team. I'd be forever if I put the notables because they got like 30 notable fighters out of there. So anyway, MMA prediction guru. He's got Darrick Minner. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna write him big because I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. A lot of people are taking the favorite here, so MMA prediction guru. He's saying submission for Darrick Minner, round 1. I like it. I like the details. Good for you, prediction guru. Okay, but take Charles Rosa. We got the rest of everybody else so far. We got Robbie from Raw MMA News. DFS Brady from DFS by the Numbers. He's saying submission for Rosa, 2nd round. And Manpreet, that's lock of the night. He's also taken Charles Rosa. I didn't catch his method of victory, but I know he's siding with Rosa in this fight. So, yeah, it seems a little one-sided. Who you got here, Cowboy? What's your take on Darrick Minner and Rosa?
Well, actually, I had one very much unpopular pick here. My unpopular pick for the wider crowd is the fight will not end in round 1 because fighters are evenly matched, but I have to pick a side, right? So yeah. I had an interview with Darrick Minner, and I'm going to tell you that he worked a lot on his submission defense, which will be good considering the fact that he's squaring off against BJJ expert, against the BJJ black belt. But I'm looking at some aspects of the game. If you've noticed, Charles Rosa has always been in a mathematical streak. Just look at this: loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So the next should be lost, right? If we follow,
if you go with that
arithmetic streak, the next should be lost. On the other side, Darrick Minner is superb on the ground, but I know what's Darrick Minner gonna try. Darrick Minner will probably try to force Charles Rosa to shoot in because he knows he's not a better striker. And Darrick Minner confessed to me that he is not some kind of a striker. He said, I can be on the feet, but that's not just me, you know. And I think this time that Charles Rosa is not good when it comes to judges' scorecards of decision. Losses to Dennis Siver. I watched his fight against Yair Rodriguez. I watched that fight and he lost on very stupid mistake. I watched his fight against Bryce Mitchell where he got dominated. He will not submit Darrick Minner so easily. You know, Darrick Minner worked a lot on his submission defense, man. I know he has a lot of submission losses, but compared to guys, Herbert Burns is a specialist. All right, to Grant Dawson, it was a stupid loss. But Kevin Kroon was elbow loss. Jordan Griffin was back at his LFA days and Fernando Padilla, and he told me that back then he didn't train that much his submissions. So I think he improved his submission game a lot. I think he improved the ground and pound game a lot, but defensive ground and pound. When it comes to offensive ground and pound, Darrick Minner rarely goes for the finish. So I kind of think this is going to be, you know, I think this could turn into an ugly fight, you know. I think this could go to judges' scorecards of decision very much easily. But I'm going to follow the arithmetic streak, and I have to pick one guy. This was not my original pick. Going to go with Minner, but only because he's an underdog.
That's good. I like the contrarian pick. Okay. UFC celebs and classics. Vlad is also taking Darrick Minner. Man, I don't like this pick, but I fade people with double-digit losses, and Darrick, I just can't. I don't like taking people 25-11. I mean, if I was, which I do know a little bit about UFC and MMA, but if I was just my first time betting, I'm like, look at this guy, 25-11. This guy's 13-4. I'm just saying, I like Rosa's record better, and I didn't have an interview with Darrick Minner, so I gotta go with my gut. I think Charles Rosa I think he should be able to take care of Darrick Mender. Darrick Minder's like he's kind of like a journeyman, isn't he? Like what do they call it? Like you know, up and coming fighters, they have to beat that guy. What's that word? Gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Like Alex Caceres.
Darrick Mender, I think, is another gatekeeper. I think, yeah. So I think Charles Rosa should be able to take care of business here. I'm even going to give him I'm going to say a submission. Where's he? Yeah, American Top Team. He's out of I think, a better training camp too. So I don't know. There you have it. I smudged that with my back. But anyway, to recap. Oh, you're eating. Time check. Okay, to recap, I smeared it out, but all the full capper consensus, everybody has got Pat Sabatini beating Rafael the Turn Alves. I got him beating him by submission. Like I mentioned, Alves, those 9 losses, 6 of them he got submitted. So if that goes to the ground, Sabatini's going to lock it up. I don't know how, some sort of choke or arm bar, who knows. So his last win was an arm bar though, Sabatini. So I got Sabatini by submission. Then I've got Nassourdine Imavov, the underdog pick, which both of these are underdogs. That's fantastic. I love taking underdogs. Another underdog pick, I have Nassourdine Imavov, the Russian sniper. I got him beating Phil Hawes inside the distance because Phil Hawes' cardio is garbage. I think it's garbage because it's hard to tell because he doesn't make it. I've never seen him past the second round. But anyway, I got Imavov winning because of better gas tank. I think he's gonna finish him probably second round somehow. Probably a knockout, but it could be a submission too. I don't know, but he's gonna get it done. And finally, I've got Charles Hosa. It's Rosa because he's not Portuguese or anything. But in Portuguese, they don't say the R, so it'd be Hosa. But I got Charles Rosa beating Darrick Mender. I think he's going to be able to, catch Darrick Mender and submit him. I'm not picking around or anything, but yeah, I got Rosa winning by submission. So that was pretty fun, and still got time before you have to go to work. A little bit. So I covered every fight on the card except for, of course, the main and co-main and the Chris Daukaus fight. I just didn't, so there's one because there's 15 fights on the card. So and if I separate the co-main and main event, that leaves me with 13. And if you divide that by 3 fights per show, 1 fight is going to be left out. It ended up being that Chris Daukaus and the boa constrictor. What's his name?
Rafael Alves.
Oh yeah, the veteran. I don't know what any of the cappers picked, but you know what? We got a couple minutes. Let's me and you. Let's discuss it. Throw it up here. Screw it. Then I don't have to worry about covering it.
Don't worry, I'm going to tell you about my thoughts on Alexei Oleinik versus Chris Daukaus. Many people criticize me hard because of Chris Daukaus is also BJJ black belt, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I had an interview with Alexei Oleinik, and when I asked him how he does these boa constrictor techniques and such things, Alexei Oleinik told me that his special strike is Isaac heel choke, considering that Isaac heel choke can be done from literally any position. If you watch his fight against Victor Pešta, then you remember that Victor Pešta was on the mount and Alexei Oleinik submitted the opponent who was sitting in the mount above him, So he is a real magician when it comes to that aspect of the game. And let's be honest, Travis Brown, he was a BJJ black belt and he got submitted as well, as you know. So I believe that Daukaus is better on the feet, slightly better, but still Alistair Overeem can land that weaving overhand right that could seriously rock him. That's
Alexei Oleinik. What do you think about age? Considering he's 43 and Chris Daukaus is 31?
I think age is not going to play a majority factor here because when it comes
Because
to
they're
submission,
heavyweights.
they're
That's why?
heavyweights. Plus, don't forget about Fabricio Verdum. He was submitting the greatest guys when he was 40 years old.
Yeah, that's true. What's Alexei Oleinik? He's coming off a loss to Darrick Lewis, right hook to ground and pound. Ugh. That was 6 months ago. Chris Daukaus is on a 3-fight win streak. His last fight, Rodrigo Nascimento knocked him out. So that's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
Nascimento, he came into that fight undefeated, I think, right? So I don't know. You know, Chris Daukaus, I don't know if he still is, but he used to be a Philadelphia police officer. I think he still might be part-time. I heard that from watching some of these cappers. Personally, I like Chris Daukaus. I like he's younger, and plus the Boa Constrictor. He's another double-digit loss guy. His record is crazy: 59-14-1. What's that? I'm not 60, 75.
47 submission wins, actually.
How many?
47 submission wins.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot of people are siding with him. They think he's gonna bring on a submission against Chris Daukaus. But I don't know. In this fight, I'm taking Chris Daukaus. You got Oleinik?
Yeah, I've got Oleinik. I don't know the exact method, but the only method that comes to my mind is gonna be submission because Oleinik is very much well known in submitting BJJ black belts. But let's be honest, the only guy who was staying away well was Fabricio Verdum because Oleinik didn't drag him to the ground. Darrick Lewis evaded those submission attempts, and Alistair Overeem evaded those submission attempts.
The public, 58% of the public vote on Tapology has Oleinik, and 84 of that 58% says by submission. But Chris Daukaus, he's a black belt too. I know he's not decorated as much as Oleinik, but he's also not 43 years old. But he is a black belt, just like I think his brother Kyle Daukaus. I think they're both black belts out of Philadelphia. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of more submission wins, but when you have 59 wins, you're gonna have more submission wins. I don't know. I'm not trying to put shade on Alexei Oleinik. He's great, but I think I'm fading him mainly because he's 43 and also double-digit losses already. This Daukaus, he's hot. He's doing well. He's on fire. He's on a 3-fight win streak. I think he's going to continue that. I think Oleinik's just another crossroads in his track. He's good, this Daukaus. I think he's going to go up to the top 10 if he's not. What is he? He's probably ranked 80 or something. I don't even know. But I think he'll get into the top 15 of heavyweight, I think. I don't see why not. He's been housing people. It's been doing very well. Parker Porter knocked him out. Azuna, I don't even know where that. Oh, that's the regional thing. Okay, where's this loss here? I don't know. You have to go to work though. So, thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it. I think we got 8 viewers. That's awesome. Records are jack shit. Well, PPV Dizzle, I appreciate your opinions, but I think Chris Daukaus is gonna take care of this old 43-year-old Alexei Oleinik. That's all. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. I appreciate yours, Dizzle. Pay-per-view Dizzle. All your people come over here watch you. They come to watch you. That's what it is. No,
yeah, he's one of my die-hard followers. So pay-per-view Diesel is a great guy. So.
Oh, who'd you interview right before me? You said the show right before the show.
Olivier Murat, Titan FC champ Olivier Murat.
Oh, that's awesome. Good. I'll check that out later.
You can check it out later. I was a guest to another guy. He has some different name, but I forgot. XJ some. Oh man, he sent me on Instagram. I have to check. Give me a sec. Sorry, man. Listen, today's day was hell of a day, man. Just give me a sec. I was a guest to how is his YouTube channel name? I was a guest to oh, man. Sorry for this.
That's fine.
I'm scrolling. XTIC. I was his guest. XTIC.
Oh, what's his name? He's always on the Arkansas show. He's always on that thing, the XTIC. Yeah.
Machado Rodriguez friend, so.
Yeah, he's also like, they have that Mr. Arkansas, the rabid dog. He's got like he's a handicapper, but he does a lot of that handicapping drama. I think you're the guy. He's always on that show, XTC. His logo, his emblem is like a bull, right? A bull. I think he's got like a logo, like an emblem symbol. XTC.
Yes, like a bull. Yes. That's him.
I'm familiar with him a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. I just checked
I'm
the
not
logo.
talking about Arkansas. I'm just saying that XTC guy. I saw him before on Mr. Arkansas, on that Arkansas's rabid dog show. He's got, but his things are. He streams for hours, 3 hours. I can't do it. I can't watch his. He goes on for hours, and of his streams, I would say 25% of them talks about fights. The rest of them talks about just drama between other cappers. And yeah, 5 hours. I know, 5 hours. The 3 hours, that's a short show for Arkansas. I have nothing against him. He's all right. He's a good guy. He does talk a lot. He does stir a lot of trouble though, but so be it. That's his thing. That's his niche. All right, Vlad. I gotta finish this off. I got dinner waiting for me, and I know you got work in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I must go to work. I'm working graveyard shift. Then tomorrow I'm gonna sleep. Then I must cover boxing, sleep a bit, then probably cover LFA. So gonna be a very rocky day tomorrow.
Right. Maybe Saturday morning, if we have time, maybe I'll bring you on for the co-main and main event show.
Just tell me which time.
Yeah, it'll be early. It'll be like my time, 8 o'clock. So for you, that's
8 o'clock works.
Yeah, for you, what's that? 10 in the morning?
2 p.m.
Yeah, 2 in the
works.
afternoon. 2 in the afternoon.
Works.
Yeah.
I have time to sleep after LFA. Works.
Okay, perfect. I will see you on Saturday then. All right, I'm going to end this. Take care, Vlad. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Capper. Right, I'll have to go now. Catch you later.